What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering. I hope you're having an absolutely wonderful day. You know who's not having a wonderful day? Well, that's, of course, Bud Light. Anybody surrounded with Bud Light knows. Anybody who drank Bud Light this past weekend knows. This is what happens when companies decide to get involved and get woke and all this kind of stuff. People don't take very kindly to it. And in this particular case, we saw a new NFL ad. I predicted this. I said when they start running ads for the NFL, things are going to get worse. Things are not going to get better for Bud Light. And the backlash for this, of course, is hilarious, with many new reports saying that there is no redemption arc at all for Bud Light. This via Fox News. Bud Light cannot redeem itself, some Americans say, as sales continue to slump. They dug their own hole. By the way, in terms of companies that don't get woke, many people ask, what are the computers that I use for my setup? Well, my entire business is run by Meta PCs. I have 3 of their computers in my house, including a laptop. I worked with them to create this page of, a good start of like kind of a good, better, best, insano. But a lot of people do custom builds on their, they want to build it the way they want. Obviously, Meta does that. That's what they're best known for. But I figured this is a great way to help people pick spots and figure out what they want. They've got pre-builts. I'm going to leave a link in the description. If you use promo code The Quartering, you'll save some money. And Meta PCs is veteran owned. And it's the computer I use. It's the computer my friends and family use. And it's the computer I hope that you'll use when you're ready to buy. People on Broadway weighed in Nashville on whether or not America's once most popular beer can reclaim its place in people's hearts and minds. I definitely will not drink it, Carmen told Fox News. If that was the only beer to drink, I wouldn't drink it. Adam said he absolutely thinks Americans will eventually put Bud Light's ongoing scandal in the rearview mirror, though. People have gotten far bigger things that far further reaching implications that impacted their daily life, and whether or not Bud Light has a rainbow-colored can, he said, they'll be fine. Bud Light sales have plummeted since the beer maker, by the way, that person clearly doesn't understand why people are mad at Bud Light, partner with Dylan in the 12-week period leading up to July 2nd. Bud Light sales volume fell by 27%. You do you, but just don't shove it down my throat, Nancy told Fox News. They just made a mistake. It'll blow over eventually, but it's going to take a while. That's probably true, and I think it will blow over. However, I don't think they'll ever return. They'll never see their pre-Dylan numbers. I don't think that, the one outlier would be football season. It could actually make it worse. Rose said she supported Bud Light's decision. I think anything that's going to show representation for a group of people, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, she said. Jane told Fox News the brand, however, cannot redeem itself. They dug their own hole, she said. A lot of people are upset about it and are not buying anything Anheuser-Busch, and that's okay. I think we have that right. Yeah, I would agree with that. You do have that right. You absolutely have that right. This also, the Daily Caller report, now blocked by Bud Light after video release. Bud Light blocked Daily Caller reporter Joel Gibbons from their Twitter after he posted a short interview clip where he polled sample people asking him if he'd drink their beer. A Man versus Street host, Gibbons walks the streets to obtain the perspectives of American public and reports on his findings. When asked if they would drink Bud Light, the overwhelming majority of those people pushed back against the beer, responding that they refused to purchase it or even consume it. After demonstrating the fact in a shameless example of censorship, Bud Light abruptly blocked Gibbons from their Twitter. No. Oh, heck no. I'm not dating somebody who drinks Bud Light, that's for sure, were some of the responses Gibbons received when asking if they drink the beer. Other reactions from his video included, I'd rather get punched in the face. I wouldn't put that in my body. I wouldn't put it on my truck. I wouldn't even give it to my dogs. It's less than water. It tastes like whatever. It's utter crap. Their opinions clearly weren't embraced by the brand. Quote, I was blocked by Bud Light on Twitter after a reply posted in a thread with a short clip from one of our videos, Gibbons said to the Daily Caller. Well, of course. I mean, yes, I think that's another kind of win-win. They get to make the article and talk about how they got blocked. Obviously, Bud Light was going to stop him from spam posting, videos that make the brand look extremely bad. And that just makes the most sense to me. This now, however, fake Bud Light ad, quote, should have made, goes viral. One Twitter user has reworked a 2017 Bud Light ad to mock the company as a beer brand continues to face backlash and boycotts. Interesting. At the beginning of the controversy, Bud Light remained mostly quiet on social media, while its parent company, Anheuser-Busch, made official statements as behalf of the beer. U.S. CEO Brendan Whitworth said on Friday, June 30th, as we move forward, we will focus on what we do best, brewing great beer for everyone. Oh, I'm sure. Earlier this month, Bud Light shared a 10-second video on social media which showed a woman calmly eating watermelon while saying this is fine. The video faced mockery online. Now a new Twitter, hey, my employee, I had a feeling it was going to be that. Hey, shout out to Steven. Our video goes, oh man, hey, shout out to Steven. Same, but they should have made Dilly Dilly. It's a rework 27. Hey, shout out to good job, Steven. Yeah.
Sir Jeremy, you are a true friend of the crown.
That's
Dilly
me.
Dilly. Dilly Dilly. Madam Susan, you are an even truer friend of the crown. Dilly Dilly. Dilly Dilly. What is that?
This brand is in decline. It's been in decline for a really long time. So I had this super clear mandate. It's like we need to evolve and elevate this incredibly iconic brand.
Please follow Sir Brad. He's going to give you a private tour of the Pit of Misery. Pit of Misery, Dilly Dilly. Dilly Dilly.
Dilly Dilly. Shout out to Steven. Always like to see them get some shine. Now, NFL's Bud Light's NFL message, of course, now sparks backlash. This is what I thought was going to happen when they started trying to advertise around the NFL. I think it's going to be worse. Bud Light has been criticized on Twitter after the beleaguered brand's Twitter account shared a post regarding the upcoming NFL season. The Bud Light post in question referred to the approaching kickoff date of the next NFL season, which is set to begin in September. However, it was met with relentless derision on the platform from a faction of detractors who continue to publicly express their aversion to the brand. Bud Light, okay, so we don't need to go through that. Since the call to the boycott began almost 4 months ago, Bud Light has seen a drop off in domestic sales, and revenue remains consistently below where they used to be. The post was met with a wave of backlash as a number of Twitter users continued to express their opposition to Bud Light. An apology would have gone a long way, Budweiser, but this is way too late now. Thank you, Bud Light marketing team. Another commented, you give my life meaning by coming to your account every day and trashing you. Really? Budweiser and Bud Light will spend millions on NFL commercials like it's a business as usual, with zero commercials addressing the issue. Another tweeted, I had said this before, like a person whose only tool is a hammer, seeing every problem as a nail. Anheuser-Busch sees marketing as a solution to every issue, but this is ridiculous. Go ahead and spend the money while we laugh. It's getting to the point of foolishness. Go woke, go broke. It's been almost 4 months since Bud Light destroyed their brand, but who's counting? Amid a wave of criticism, several other Twitter users spoke out in defense of Bud Light. Every Sunday this upcoming season, my fridge will be loaded with Bud Light for the NFL, what one supported on Twitter, and I can guarantee you that the Super Bowl party will have enough Bud for everyone. Are they simping? Like they're trying to get, are they like trying to get Bud Light for free or something like that? I don't really understand. Like, what's the play here? It's awfully suspicious. Like a Twitter post recently shared by Anheuser-Busch brand Budweiser's account regarding Major League Baseball also received a similar mixed response. Well, they can't tweet anything out. They literally can't without getting absolutely crushed. And, I can't really blame them. I said this is what they were going to do. I literally said, if Budweiser asked me what to do, if you watch my videos, I'd say tweet through it, try to block the most egregious posters, don't even hide the replies, just block them, and then just keep spamming out tweets over and over and over and over and over and over again, and hope and pray that eventually, there's at this point, there's probably a few thousand dedicated haters that will still reply to their tweets. Even I don't retweet their tweets anymore. It's just okay, we made our point. You see that, their ratios are getting a little bit better. Here's 1,700 to 700 likes. Now it's on to 781 comments to 400 likes. Only 8 days till NFL, but who's counting? And you see, obviously, all the people dunking on them. But they're doing it. they're blocking people. They're blocking the people who are, dunking on them. They're hiding the replies, which again, they really shouldn't hide the replies. They should just block the people. But it's going to be interesting to see how, the NFL season shakes out with these companies, because I don't think this is going away. And I actually think the uprising, or the uptick, in advertising that comes along with the NFL season, I actually think that is going to be what reignites all of this. And Bud Light is happy to just ignore it, which to me is wild. But it was what I predicted they would do, and it's like literally the only thing they can do. So it'll be interesting to see how it all shakes out. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you made it this far, please do leave a like on the video. And if you haven't yet, subscribe or follow down below. YouTube and other platforms make it hard enough to find me. It's hard enough to find me really anywhere. So your subscription goes a long way, and we'll talk to you again real soon.